June 11th, Reuters. Millions of LGBTQ Americans are taking part in this year's Pride celebrations against a backdrop of increasing attacks, both online and offline. The rising demonstrations, legal efforts to restrict LGBTQ rights and political rhetoric inflaming national conversations around issues like drag shows and transgender healthcare may be fueling each other, two researchers told Reuters. Jay Ulfelder, a political and data scientist at Harvard University, has been tracking anti-LGBTQ demonstrations since 2017. The data shows a clear increase in events beginning in 2022, about 30-fold compared to 2017. Right-wing protests were almost 4 times as likely in the last year and a half to include anti-LGBTQ narratives than when counting began. Jen Kuhn of Kaleidoscope, a queer youth organization in Columbus, Ohio, said it felt surreal when neo-Nazis showed up at an April fundraiser waving swastikas and a sign reading, "There will be blood." She said the subsequent support from the local community makes her even more committed to celebrating Pride, albeit with a heightened sense of caution and new security protocols. LGBTQ advocacy organization GLAAD has already recorded 8 instances of 2023 Pride events that had to modify their plans due to threats of violence by June 1st, said spokesperson Angela Delara. Half of them are in Florida, where event organizers have increased security this year. At least 3 people were arrested on Tuesday when violence broke out outside a school district meeting discussing LGBTQ inclusivity in Glendale, California. Asked about the threat level during Pride Month, an FBI spokesperson said the agency urged people to be aware of their surroundings and report suspicious activity. Legal moves to restrict LGBTQ rights are also on the rise. The ACLU has tracked 491 anti-LGBTQ bills in the 2023 state legislatures, a record high for the last century. There has been a Republican-led effort to limit drag in at least 15 states in recent months. And in Florida this year, education officials extended Governor Ron DeSantis' 2022 initiative limiting LGBTQ discussion in school through the 3rd grade, also known as the Don't Say Gay bill, to now cover all public school grades. The 2024 presidential candidate has put culture war issues front and center, exemplified by this bill. Proponents of the bill argue that only parents should decide when to discuss subjects like sexuality or gender identity with children.